Hey there, welcome back. I hope everybody's doing good out there today. Today I have a patron shout out request for Dan L. Dan wants me to listen to Joe Satriani with his song Flying in a Blue Dream. This is going to be a live version. Joe is somebody, of course, I've heard of. Everybody's heard of Joe Satriani. I think you don't even need to be in the rock world to know, at least have heard the name Joe Satriani. You know, he's such an incredible guitarist. You know, I think of him in the same line. You know, they're these solo guitarists, like Satriani. There's Yngwie. There's Steve Vai, people like that, and they're just these incredible guitar players. And it's always fun to listen to what they can do with their instruments. It's just crazy. And Joe is, I mean, I can't really rank, especially those three, but I mean, the technical ability and pure talent is crazy with Joe. So I'm excited for this. I honestly don't know if I've heard this before. I've never sat and actually listened to Joe Satriani a lot. It's, I'll hear snippets here, snippets there, a full song here, a full song there, but I've never bought albums or anything like that. So I'm excited for this. He's, like I said, such an incredible guitarist, and it's always fun to watch. So I'm excited for this one. So Dan, thank you so much for requesting Joe. This is going to be fun. Like I said, it's just so much fun just watching what he can do to that guitar. That's just it's unreal. So I'm excited for this. Let me switch on over. So here we go with Joe Satriani. Patron shout out request for Dan L. of Joe Satriani, Flying in a Blue Dream. I like that acoustic. Okay, it's crazy how good that is. And he's putting so much soul into it, and he's basically singing with his guitar. I've said this about a couple other guitarists, specifically Impu from Nightwish, who I actually know. He knows Joe Satriani. I don't know how close they are, but there's a picture in the in one of their videos, the sea shanty one. Why can't I think of the name of it? But they're showing pictures from it, and there's a picture of Impu and Joe. But he's able to basically sing lyrics with his guitar. He's not just shredding. He's not just going crazy. There's a melody and a lyrical theme to what he's playing. He just switched into more of a riff section. I'm assuming this is going to be kind of a the instrumental parts between the parts with lyrics with most songs. So it's going to be more riff oriented here. But the stuff he was doing, and he was doing. I'm not a guitar player. I say that a lot. I can pluck out a couple of simple riffs here and there, but he was playing with his pick, but he was also doing some but he was hammering on chords, which is so cool to me. Lots of players do tapping and hammer on and pull offs and stuff, but he was doing like in between the strumming. He was hammering on chords, which I thought was really cool. This is killer. It's so groovy, and I'm excited for this riff section coming up. See, that might as well be words. Someone singing. Those runs, that's the second time he's done it. It's like a a high to low run that he's doing that's going so fast. It's hard to understand what his fingers are doing when he does that that downward chromatic run. It's so cool. Right here. That right there, it's so fast. I also love how much he's using his whammy bar to just subtle changes on the notes. There's still a lot of time on this. Is this the final song, maybe? That is so good. So good. Oh, I love seeing... Wait. I love seeing the little kid there. Hold on. I love that these kids are there. That's great, because you want to show somebody who is a master of their craft. You want to show kids what you can become if you aspire and you work hard. This is a good example. The band is killing it too. The band is very groovy. They're not going crazy. The drummer is a little bit more active than the other members. I do have the band pulled up. Jeff on the drums is killing it. But the other three guys, Mike on the keyboards, Alan on the bass, and Galen on the acoustic, they're doing their part. They're keeping everything tight and perfect, which allows Joe to do his crazy stuff. Some people would think that when you have one member who's doing, all the incredible, technical, insane stuff they do, that the other band members must be just half-assing it or something. But they have to keep excessively tight to allow Joe to do what he's doing, and they're doing a really good job of it. I'm very interested. I'm going to back it up a few turns because it seems like that's the end of the song, but there's obviously another minute and a half left on the video. And I'm wondering if maybe this was the final song of the performance. Very cool. Oh, no, he's switching guitars, so obviously it moves on to another song. But I'm going to let this play out. Even if they start into another song, I'm going to let this play out.
Bonsoir Montréal. Comment ça va? Bien? Excusez-moi, mon français n'est pas si bon. So if I may introduce to you on the keyboards, Mr. Mike Keneally.
Oh, he's going to introduce the band. I'm glad. They deserve all the credit.
On the bass guitar, Mr. Alan Whitman. On the rhythm guitars, Mr. Galen Henson. And on the drums, Jeff Capitelli. All right, we're going to take you someplace right now, someplace light years away.
Okay, that was great. So that was a patron shout-out request for Dan L. of Joe Satriani with Flying in a Blue Dream. Fantastic. It's always fun watching him play. It's like I was talking about the singing with his guitar. It's something some guitarists can do that make it's special. It's incredible they can put that much emotion and feeling without saying a word. They're speaking with their instrument, and it's really cool. I did have a question about the band. If y'all can answer me, are these guys always with them? Are they still with them? This video, I believe, is 10 years old. Has he had a relatively consistent band, or do the members change all the time? I've always been curious about solo artists, both guitarists and singers. How often do they change out band members? Because I've always been curious. Because I understand Joe is the it's his thing. It's him. But I've always been curious about band members, especially if they've been there for a very long time. That they're there forever, and the band is still kind of concentrated on the one member rather than the whole band. I've always, when I was in bands, it would never occurred to me that it would be me and the rest of the band. It was always the whole band. Not to say anything about Joe. Joe's obviously earned the right to do his thing, but I've just always been curious about longtime band members of solo artists. Or does his band have a name? Like, Bruce Springsteen has the E Street Band, so they have the band as a thing along with Bruce. or stuff like that. But it's just a odd curiosity I had in my mind when I was thinking about these guys. Are these longtime members of his band, or does he change up his band relatively often? Just curious. Doesn't matter, because Joe is amazing. This was really fun. Really enjoyed this. Dan, I really appreciate your support. You always give me amazing music to listen to, some new stuff, and then stuff like this, some older stuff of artists that have been around my whole lifetime, and I love hearing stuff that has been around that long that I've never heard. So this was very cool. I really appreciate that. If you guys like this video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time.